Hi, everyone. Welcome to our second pillar and second session of the series, Collective Significance series, that we've titled Our 4C's During Disruptions. What are our 4C's during disruption? They are choices, chances, changes, and character. So I welcome you. This is the second pillar. This is the love pillar we're covering today. And with the love pillar, I do break it apart for this particular video, that is, and not necessarily for our longer workshops, because we do cover a lot. I mean, there's a wealth of material that's in the love pillar, but specifically for this video, I am going to break it apart into three main points that I wanted to cover with you today in our collective significance series: choices, chances, changes, and character. And what are those three things? So I'm going to start off with our Stay True to Character tagline. So the tagline, Stay True to Character, is when we developed it, well, when I developed it, is actually came through a transformational stage for me. So what we were focusing on, basically putting it together as far as the tagline was, going through and identifying character strengths, and those character strengths that I wanted to stay true to foster good relationships, first internally within, and then with others. And so identifying character strengths as far as what are those things for me, and how I can stay true to those character strengths. That way I am showing up every time in context, staying true to those character strengths, and just authentically communicating, authentically showing up, and as well as bringing my true self in every conversation, in every relationship, in every moment. So stay true to character has a lot to do with practicing presence, self-love, and actually communicating love to others, because you're showing up authentic and you're communicating authentic and you're leading and loving from a space that's authentic to you and to others. The second main topic that I wanted to talk to you about today for our choices, chances, changes, and character in the love pillar is mindfulness and meditation. So the practice of both are practices, mindfulness and meditation. And so the practice of meditation allows you to stay centered, allows you to come from a space of no judgment, no blame, no pretenses. It allows you to actually think of your thoughts as moving, just moving along. You're not attached to that certain way of being or a certain way of showing up. So every time you do show up in a different conversation, in a relationship, or something that, that was conflicting, but now you show up in a way that actually is nurturing you with no judgment. And meditation allows for that to happen because it's pure awareness that you're trying to practice with no judgment to the moment. As well as mindfulness. And mindfulness is, again, awareness, but in a way that you're aware of everything, both practicing and as well as just the thought of communicating with one another is mindfully done. And so nothing from the past is actually attaching you to react a certain way to that moment. The third layer of the main point that I wanted to cover today in the love pillar is the breath. So our powerful breath. Our breath is what connects us to the source. It is our way of staying connected to the source. And so it's an inhale and an exhale. And just becoming mindful of our breath is actually allowing us to actually stay in the moment. And every time we become more mindful of our breath, we're actually putting our full attention to the moment. And once we put our full attention to the moment and practice that presence, we're actually giving the best of ourselves to the moment, as well as, that relationship or whoever we're with in that confined space. And so allowing all those things to actually be true to you first allows you to come across to all your relationships as just being authentic and genuine and staying true to character. And once that is a practice that you continually doing, and just starting from love for yourself and then exuding that towards the others, it actually in every interaction allows a certain comfort for others to be themselves too. And how powerful is that when you're being true to you and the person in front of you is being true to them? It's an immediate connection, and connection is love. And so that first connection has to happen within you, and then that's how you'd be able to bring it forward to others. So it starts with you, right? And staying true to your character, being mindful, meditating, as well as practicing breath work. And so all of those things fall within our love pillar. And it is something that I guess all of the pillars have their true importance in all of the things that we talk about. But for the love pillar, I do focus a lot on first beginning with you in order to be able to genuinely to interact and to love and to lead from a space that's really authentic and true, and practicing presence. So I hope that the session allows for a lot of you to be able to start from a place that's really genuine to you, so that when we're confined in a space in quarantine times, that relationships are either conflicting or there's a lot of tension, we can start by saying, okay, I need to take that deep breath, become mindful of the moment, and lead with my character strengths, right? 3 simple steps. Do those things, take that deep breath, become mindful of the moment, aware, no judgment, no pretenses. The moment is fresh, and then lead from your character strengths. And so a lot of that allows for the conflicting times to be able to be viewed with a fresh perspective and no judgment. And I hope this is helpful. And next week is our life pillar session, and and that's May 8th. We're going to be covering the life pillar, and we'll talk a lot about practices. We'll talk about happiness. We'll talk about mindfulness again, and we'll be talking about a lot of life's practices that allow us to be having some choices, chances, changes, and character strengths during this disruptive time that we're all living in. And I hope you're staying safe and you're staying healthy. And I will see you next week. Thank you for joining me. Our videos are put on our YouTube channel, as well as they are on our social media sites. And of course, you can link through our main website, karakagroup.com, as well as you can email me for any communities that would need these 4-pillar Karaka model sessions. I'd be happy to facilitate. I am doing virtual workshops and seminars, so if you need, please reach out. I'd be happy to help. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Thank you, and stay tuned.